Welcome to the Summary of Knowledge and Skills for Guitar Fundamentals Level 1, Chapter 5, Playing the Full Chords. In playing the full chords, we have a complete list of big chords that you have to play. There's some knowledge involved in knowing where you put your fingers for the shapes and different alternate possibilities, and knowing how you're supposed to play in time with the music in order to achieve being able to switch back and forth between the chords. There's definitely knowledge involved, but a lot of this has to do with just absolute fundamental physical skill. You want to be able to play the A, D, and E chords. You want to be able to play them in time with music so that you can play all of those exercises that we gave you as examples. So you can play the A major chord and then switch over to the D major chord in time with the music, right? Switch back to the A and then over to the E. And then switch back to the A in time with the music. We also introduced the C, F, and G chords, and we learned how to put them together as a key group so that you can play in time with music, so that you can play C chord and then switch in time to the F and then back to the C and then over to the G. Time to switch back to the C. Then we combined some of those that we already knew without introducing any new chords and played G, C, G, and D. So it's a different key group, and we wanted you to be able to play in time with the music there too. So being able to play the G and then move over to the C, back over to the G, finally over to the D, back to the G to end or start over, in any case. Then we introduced the notorious B chord. Now, I talked about different ways of approaching the B chord, that you can play all the notes involved, or you can bar, or you can just start with the, so that you can play just the B5 or a power chord version of it, or the whole chord. I encourage you to work at it until you can get that full chord held down, either with the bar or with all of those fingers. In any event, you definitely want to be able to play some form of the B chord so that you're ready to move on to subsequent lessons. After we covered the B chord, after we introduced it, then we put it in the context of the key group of E, A, E, and B. Then you were supposed to play in time with the music, playing it twice, and then two measures of the A, and then over to the E again. Then over to the B, and on the E. You definitely want to make sure that you understand all of those positions, that you understand how to play in time with the music, and that you can play in time with the music. I know that the F and the B are sometimes problematic. There are simpler versions of it that you can use as a substitute, and I encourage you to go ahead and use them as a substitute so that you can at least get practice at playing along with the backing tracks. So that if you can't manage the full B, as I said, just play the B5, the simple version of it, along with the E and the A and the E and the B. But always go back and make time to practice and work at it until you can do the full B chord, because only then can you fully consider yourself competent in playing that chord in that key group, and then know that you've got it down, you got it solidly in your grasp, and you're ready to move on to subsequent lessons. The B chord and the F chord, very, very tricky, but very rewarding. If you can do them all, then you've got all of the major chords, the A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Major chords down, and you've got a full toolbox that you're ready to move on to subsequent lessons, in which we will see